Hey guys, welcome back to another breakdown video right here on the Breakdown channel. And today I want to do something kind of, I haven't did these in a long time. Well, actually, I haven't did them really at all. I think I did some kind of top video a while back. I can't remember. It's been a while though. But today I want to do something that I haven't talked about, I don't think at all. And it is my top five theme songs from the classic days of the WWF. And I went back and listened to a lot of the themes on YouTube, and I know they probably shouldn't be on there. I don't know why these people do that. But WWE would have them on there anyway, so but or they should. But went back and listened to them, and I think the number one theme song that always got me going. And these are my top five. So your top five may be different than my top five. This is just my opinion. So give me your list down below. Let me know what your top five classic WWF and WWF. It would be pre-Attitude Era. So anything before the Attitude Era, that's what I'm talking about. And not even. I mean, I guess you can include Shawn Michaels, which I did like that theme song, but it's not my in my top five. Um, Even Diesel, like it was okay. But like notable mention would be right away that Razor Ramon is not going to be in my top five. But he's definitely up there in my theme songs that I enjoyed. Like when his theme song hits, it's like that was a really good theme song. I like that. And even Undertaker, that's actually pre Attitude Era, and I like this theme song too. But in my opinion, some of the classic WWF theme songs that were my favorite, number one is The Ultimate Warrior. That has to be the best WWF theme song that they had back in the day, bar none. I don't think there was any other theme song that matches up to The Ultimate Warrior. Um, Honestly, the only theme song I think that matches up to that theme song was Ryback's music, because music actually was pretty good, and they messed up horribly on Ryback, but I honestly think that they saw the writing on the wall that he was going to be like an Ultimate Warrior type character, and that he just didn't really understand the business, in my opinion. And now that he's gone, I think we understand that. So thank God WWE seen through it before he actually got pushed any further. But that music right there was really, really good from Ryback, and it kind of compares to the Ultimate Warrior theme song, which I put at my number one spot because I love the Ultimate Warrior. I don't care what anybody says about him or what he did, but I'm good that he mended the fences before he passed on. It was very, very good because now that they can do stuff with his character and merchandise and things like that, to let people get and buy Ultimate Warrior stuff and Warrior stuff, um, and actually give something for his wife and daughter's legacy to pass on, and the royalties and stuff like that they'll get from his stuff like for years to come. So that's really, really good, and hopefully they continue to do stuff with his likeness and stuff like that. Number two is, you can't have him not be in your list, and it's Hulk Hogan. The real American theme song from his very first theme song in WWF. No, don't be attacking me saying, "Oh, well, that wasn't his honest original theme song." Well, whatever. It's the one that made him famous in the WWF, and you can't have him not be on the list. That theme song right there is probably I, I'm putting him at number two, but honestly, it's not my number two. He's just in my top five, I think. I'm probably gonna put him at like number three. Um, but Hogan, that theme song, like you heard that theme song, you knew he's coming to the ring. It's kind of like the John Cena theme song now. It's like you hear that theme song, you know he's coming, and you know that something good is about to happen because Cena's gonna come down. He's gonna give you 100% of what he can do in the ring. And the same thing with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan would come to the ring, and you knew what you were going to get with Hulk Hogan. He was going to Hulk up, he was going to do his thing, and you were going to be entertained by it. Nevertheless, so Hulk Hogan's theme was definitely a staple. When you heard that music, boom, it hit, and you got excited, and everybody popped usually for it. The only thing I didn't like about Hulk Hogan was the thing that I hated the most when I was a kid was that he was always on top, and they never pushed anybody else, and that was the one thing that I did not like about Hulk Hogan. But I do respect him. I do respect what he did in WCW. I like that. They did a lot with Hulk Hogan when he was in WCW, and I think if he had to be defined, if his legacy had to be defined, was that he had a great face career in the WWE. He had a great heel career in WCW. His face career in WCW was kind of hokey, and I didn't like it at all. Um, Steve's song was horrible in WCW, so whatever. Number two that I would put up my number two spot is Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the guy they didn't do anything with in the WWF that really annoyed me. And even going to WCW, they didn't really do anything with him. Like he was always a lackey in WCW and WWF. They didn't really. They pushed him as a mid Carter, and I don't think he ever had the IC title, but he should have. He should have at least had the IC title. He probably, honestly, in my opinion, he probably should have had the belt after the Honky Tonk Man, and Warrior probably just should have went straight to the main event scene, in my opinion. Like he should have battled Beefcake possibly for the belt, and Beefcake put him to sleep and had a really good match, and then Warrior should have went on to Hogan. That probably should have been what happened, but um, they never would have did that back in the day. They always had to have a heel and a face. Until Hogan and Warrior, that was the one thing that they just had to make that match. It was a money maker. People wanted to see it when they met at the Royal Rumble in 1990, and it was amazing. But Brutus Beefcake's theme song, that music always got me. I used to watch the Royal Rumble 1990 a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean like at least once a month. At least once a month back in the day. And I would constantly enjoy the second match, I think, was Brutus Beefcake versus the Genius. And I enjoyed that match so much because as soon as Beefcake's music hit, I marked out every single time. I enjoyed his theme song. Brutus the Barber Beefcake is it's one of my all time favorite theme songs, and I always like to listen to that theme song. It always kind of in my veins. Like I always really enjoyed it. Um, Another one up there was the Big Boss Man, and no one ever talks about the Big Boss Man's theme song. Um, Now, when he was a bad guy, I think he had some kind of funky music, and I don't even know. Like they didn't barely. Some wrestlers, like when they're bad guys, they barely turn up the audio on when they come out. Um, but when he was a good guy, when the Boss Man turned into a good guy, so this is kind of going near the kind of around the time when Michaels was coming about. When he was in the IC scene, I think Bret Hart started to kind of come in. Kind of classic was kind of going out near the end of the classic. Bossman was a good guy in the mid '90s, and he would wrestle. He wrestled guys like Nails and the Mountie and things like that. But uh, Big Bossman had this really catchy theme song in which I think he's the one that sang it. I thought. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think it might have been him. But it was really good. Somebody, man from Cobb County, or something like that. And I was like, what is this? Like, I was so excited for it. And I thought he had huge potential. He could have went on and did a lot more stuff than what they did. And I think a lot of people thought and surprised that they didn't push him farther because he had a lot of charisma. He was a big guy. He could move. He could do a lot of things. He didn't even really get into a program with Slaughter or Flair or anything back in that time, and it surprised me that he didn't. He went to WCW before um, they could even push him, and then he ended up coming back, during the Attitude Era, which he fit in good. He changed. He didn't really change much of his character. He just put on black. He just put on a black outfit instead of wearing the blue he used to wear back in the classic days. So, but that music right there, the music, the Cobb County, oh man from Cobb County, whatever. That was a great theme song. You need to go back and listen to that if you've never heard that theme song. Oh my God, Or go back and watch like SummerSlam, I think 92 or 93. SummerSlam 93. I know the one he wrestled, I want to say he wrestled Nails at 91 or 93. And he was a good guy. One of the SummerSlams, I think he wrestled Nails. Or he wrestled somebody else. Don't watch the Nails match. Watch like the Mounting match. Find out when he faced the Mounting. I think that might have been the SummerSlam match, actually. Not Nails. Nails was probably at Survivor Series or something like that. No, they still did Survivor Series, I think, back then. The matches. So I think they were on opposite teams. Um, but yeah, that theme song, Big Boss Man. So that's number 4. So number 5, the other theme song I want to talk about was hard to choose, first of all, because I'm doing a top 5 theme songs, and I had to think, like, which ones should I put in? And I had Warrior. Hogan almost didn't go in, but it's kind of influential, so you have to put him in. Beefcake was a given, because I really enjoy this theme song, and I like the Big Boss Man theme song. So the last one was kind of a toss-up. Like, who would I put in? And it's going to shock people. It's going to probably be, people will be like, why would you pick that theme song? But it was a theme song that kind of stood out to me. Stood out to me so much. And it's Piper's theme song. Now, I'm not a huge Roddy Piper guy. But I have to say, the theme song is amazing. It's kind of, if I'm trying to think of a guy that people aren't really into, but they like his theme song today, I honestly think Titus O'Neil is a perfect example of somebody, and I'm not even comparing Titus and Roddy Piper. Um, but if you compare it to somebody that people just really aren't into, but the music, like, comes on, and you're like, yeah, I like the theme song. But as soon as the guy comes out, you're like, oh, he's going to come out and wrestle. Titus just matches that guy. And Piper, you got the music, and usually you didn't know if he was just going to come out and talk or whatever, unless you knew the matches were going to happen. But Piper, I never was a huge fan of. Like, I liked him talking. I liked his promos and stuff like that. He's really good at that. And even sometimes I wouldn't like his promos. Some of his promos were kind of weak at times, especially in WCW. Like, he would say the same stuff over and over again in WCW. I seemed like his promo skills were kind of weak when he went to WCW in the late, in the mid to late 90s when he was in WCW a little bit. I just still wasn't a huge fan of his promo work there. But I think he had done a lot better promos at places. And I think he showed up in TNA later on when Dusty was running it. And I think he did some great work there. But in WCW, I just think it wasn't that great. Maybe he was limited what he could say, or they told him not to say this, not say that. I don't know. But yeah, Piper's music was, though, that music, when it hit, you knew he was coming out, and you knew something was about to go down, because Piper was always known, for stirring the pot. And he did in WCW. I think he went heel in WCW, didn't he, at one point? I could have swore he was a part of the NWO at one point. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe near the end or something. I don't think it was in WCW near the end. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, those are my top 5. Number 1, Ultimate Warrior. Number 2, Brutus Bar Beefcake. Number 3, Hulk Hogan. Number 4, The Big Boss Man. Number 5, Roddy Piper. Rowdy Piper. Those are my top 5 themes from the classic WWF days. Let me know yours down below. Like I said, notable mentions are Razor Ramon and Undertaker. But in my eyes, the 5 influential ones are the ones that I mentioned. Anyway. And by that claims of the classic, I mean, like I said, from the Golden Era up until the Attitude Era started. Don't be tactical on me. Alright? You know what I mean. If anything was like a month or 2 removed from Attitude Era, don't count it. It's an Attitude Era. Same year the Attitude Era started. Doesn't count. Alright, so if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and leave your top 5 classic WWF theme songs down below. Let me know what yours are. If you agree with me, if you're like, why did you put the Big Boss Man on the list? What's wrong with you? Why did you put Beefcake song on the list? What's wrong with you? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a comment. Give it a big thumbs up to know if you really like the video. Let me do more videos like this. I am planning on doing like a recent theme song and Attitude Era theme song and go and listen to a lot. God dang, there's a lot of, I don't know, man. Attitude Era was really like rough. They had so many people come and go during that time frame. Dude. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I probably will at some point. I'll try and think of some good theme songs because there was a lot of good theme songs. There definitely was. Definitely go back and listen to some theme songs back then. Do those videos. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe as always, and keep on rocking and keep on watching wrestling. Later, guys.